I think Shannon's thing is crazy because like he's super successful and he's admitting that this is something he messed up in. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the Sam Rigaud podcast. My name is Sam Rigaud. If the algorithm has brought you to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and like this video. Hey, I saw this clip of Shannon Sharpe talking to Hitmaka on the Club Shay Shay podcast, and it hit different. Not because it was messy, not because it was controversial, but just because it was honest. Check out this clip.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
But here, you don't waited this long, man. Be with that woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Be with her. Be with her.
Boy.
Because all things being equal, yeah, I have 3 kids and they're beautiful. They're all graduates. My youngest daughter is in residency as a doctor. But if I could do anything over again, I would have all my kids from one woman. That's my really. I love my kids and they're great. They've never given me any problems, and thankfully, knock on wood, none of them have my personality.
Yeah.
But that's what I would do. And that's what I would tell you. One woman.
Yo.
Okay. So that clip is dope, right? He says that's a regret he has in life where he says, is not having all his kids with one woman. One woman. He keeps saying one woman. And now that's something you don't usually hear from a successful man, Hall of Famer. And especially Shannon's usually so powerful, so strong, so confident. He doesn't normally come off to be, to show off that he's even wrong. So, like, I remember even when he had the sexual assault allegations, he didn't even really feel contrite. He just came out and said, hey, I did this, this is what it is, and, it is what it is. Like, that's kind of how Shannon operates. Shannon just does it. So, to see him like this was unique. It was honestly unique. Let's talk about it. So, I agree with him. I agree with this. And I know this isn't the case for everybody. But you men, if you're watching this, you really should try your best to have all your children with the same woman. Now, having, okay, this video, I'll start off by saying this is not attacking anybody. This is not even shaming anybody or making it guilt to anybody. But I do want to make it educational for them other men coming up, and let's have a dialogue about it. Now, this isn't the case for everybody, like I said. Some men, some men get to the first woman, and that's not always the right woman. It only works if the relationship is healthy. So I get that part. The other thing is co-parenting. Some people have mastered it. There's no drama. There's no mess. Shout out to you. You're doing it. And then redemption is always there. Like you could redeem yourself and make it beautiful after as well. We're human, and at the end of the day, all of us have this redemption quality that we can chase. But I do want to say this. There's 4 reasons that having your kids with the same woman is good. And ladies, talking to you, men, I'm talking to you. Like I said, this is not to shame people. This is a perspective, and this is advice to the young generation. Stability, number 1, creates security for the kids. When the children share the same mom and dad, the family structure is easier, it's simpler, it's predictable. And as a teacher, I know off the top, men do better when men, women, everybody benefits from simplicity. Children crave simplicity. Children crave structure. So it's going to work. The stability lowers stress, increases emotional security, a lot of that thing. A lot of the students I have that have ever struggled, it's not a guarantee, but, once you start having too many chefs in the kitchen, too many cooks in the kitchen, it gets complex. Also, having your children with the same woman, you have a stronger bond. When the kids grow up, there's no animosity. We share the same parents. It is what it is. I'm not worried about you getting more of love than me, you getting more resources than me. We both in the same. We share traditions. discipline style, day-to-day experience. For the most part, the kids have the same experience. They go through it over and over. And that unity, it lasts a long lifetime, honestly. It lasts a lifetime. The part that gets really weird, another benefit is financial efficiency and focus. If you got multiple households, guess what it's going to do? It's going to cost you some money. So if you have children over here, children over there, children over everywhere, you're going to have to spend that money. And a lot of times as men, when you give that money to your baby mother, she uses that for her. You can't really sit there and see where that money's going. You don't. And she's not really wrong. Like, she could take your money and do whatever it does because she's responsible for the child more. So if she buys herself a bag, she could say, hey, that, the other money that I was going to buy the bag, I bought this when you weren't there. So now you're replenishing this. It's the same pot. I'm going to buy me a bag. And you can get mad all you want, but she's not all the way wrong. Child support is a big thing in this country. There's a huge percentage of men that's on child support in the United States, and it only goes up. But you got to do child care, transportation, regular life basics. Like, if you're not there and you're not in this, all your kids ain't in the same house, you can't really control that. It's easier to build true legacy when all of them are together. It's just easier. And the last thing, you have one parental vision. A lot of times what you'll see is, if you don't raise your children all with the same mom, it's different parenting style. Oh, I'm with my aunts, I'm with my dad, I'm having fun. I'm with my mom, it's strict. Or vice versa. When you have them all in one roof, one house, you can't really do that. That alignment, it matters to them children. It saves you stress too. Children don't get different philosophies from different households. They get a clear blueprint for life. This is how it looks like. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what commitment, this is manhood, or if you're a woman, this is what womanhood looks like. And that consistency becomes a culture. I think Shannon's thing is crazy because, like, he's super successful. And he's admitting that this is something he messed up in. Now, my dad had a child from a previous marriage, and hey, we're now, me and that child, or my brother, we're really cool now. It's amazing. Like, that's like my brother, like my friend. And it took a lot of work to get that done. Took a lot of work. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but it can, it can take a lot of work. And usually it do take a lot of work. So I look at that and I plan. Now, I know things happen, but I plan to have all of mine with the same one. Why? Because I want stability for my children. I want those siblings to be stronger. I want to make as much money and save as much money and have financial legacy that I can. And then I also want to have, one parenting vision. The kids under my roof, we have one vision. This is how it's run. Now, like I said, this ain't for everybody. Sometimes this hurts. Sometimes this happens and mistakes happen and stuff happens and people make mistakes and you adjust and you redeem yourself. Dope. But if you have the chance, listen to Shannon Sharpe's advice. If you have that chance, if that's the space that you're in, men, women, if this is the space that you're in, don't just pass by this video of Shannon giving you this great advice. Take that advice, run with it, and make a better life for yourself. Have all your children in one house, preferably married. One house. Have all your children in one house with the same woman, one woman. Y'all let me know in the comments. Don't argue. Don't take it too personal. Don't get crazy with it. Just, it is what it is. My name is Sammy Rigaud. God bless you.